You ever notice that? Evil people and manipulative people like to judge you and smear you and judge you off of stuff that's not even reality. Like, we're primordial. I mean, yes, I love up, and I'm the kind of person I'm going to enjoy life, but when the time comes, I could also be tough. You know, when the time comes, I could, if, a loved one, something's going on with a loved one, I could cry. I could also be tough whenever I'm crying inside for a loved one, because I know that's what they need. When I'm a man, I could also laugh when it's the time to laugh and there's some comedy and, just laugh with everybody. I could also be sad. I could also have had too much to where I'm draining. I'm like, oh, how the day you have. Oh. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? And I like to act it out a little bit, but you guys know what I mean. It's important we feel all different kind of ways and balance that out and not try to dull that feeling out. That's what a lot of us do. We dull these feelings out and we take stuff, like especially somebody like me that's been through sexual abuse, and what we do is we dull ourselves out. And there was a time where I used to drink and do all kinds of other stuff just to dull myself out and sense myself out. But all it did was, whenever I had to deal with stuff, it made me angry because I didn't have those natural level outs where I was leveled out. You know what I mean? And not saying I don't have a barrier, I just make sure there's no problems. Or if a problem arises when I'm drinking, I stop, I cut myself off right there. Yep. And no judgment if that's what you're doing, because that's why we show up for people. We show up for people that can't show up for themselves or hasn't learned to show up for themselves yet. And so they can start showing up for others. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? And when it's time to be tough and we're around a really evil person or somebody that thinks that they could manipulate regular people and play these little head games, we know how to be tough. We know how to stand up and not give them the energy they want and try to trigger ourselves to where they could literally try to control the narrative at that point and be like, look, you're a dangerous human being. And then you're on, then they're selling. So it's a debater. A good debater knows. It doesn't matter what you and I think. It matters what they can convince everybody else. I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie Thank You for Smoking. Well, check that movie out. It explains it all. All right, a little food for thought. I'm going to enjoy this nice day. I like to give a little advice, and my brain opens up when I'm out here on the path. So, till next time, folks.